Shalom. This video is about one of the worst kinds of sins in Judaism, according to the Torah and the Code of Jewish Law, which is gossip and slander. And the internet has made it even worse because you can say something on there, there's no defense for it, and it'll stay on there forever. I want to just tell you about, according to Maimonides' Code of Law from the Mishnah Torah, what he says the Jewish law is. Whoever acts like a spy against his neighbor violates a prohibition. For it is written, you shall not go about spreading slander, richilus, among your people. It's a flagrant offense. Who is someone who does richilut? One who carries gossip, going about from person to person and saying, so-and-so said this, I've heard so-and-so about this. Even if he tells the truth, he ruins the world. There is still a worse iniquity that comes from this prohibition, namely the evil tongue of the scandal monger, who speaks disparagingly of his fellow man, even if he tells the truth. But the one who disparages his neighbor by telling a lie is called a slanderer, motzi shem ra. Anyone who tells things that, if transmitted from person to person, are likely to cause physical or financial harm to a fellow, or merely distress or frighten him, is guilty of Lashone Harah. All these are scandal mongers in whose neighborhood it is forbidden to live. It is all the more forbidden to be in their company and hear their talk. He who takes revenge violates a transgression, for it is written, you shall take no revenge, from Leviticus 19:18. For this reason, the Torah objects to bearing a grudge, that one may obliterate the wrong from his mind and remember it no more. This is the right way of behavior, whereby civilization and social intercourse are made possible. And so people have to think very carefully about when they spread gossip, they spread tales, even if they say what they think is the truth. And of course, you can read articles in newspapers which bear only one side of the story and don't tell the whole story. And you think you're doing some good, but actually you're committing Lashone Harah, you're committing richilus. It's a terrible sin according to Maimonides. People should not live with people like that, shouldn't socialize with people like that. In fact, the person who does Lashone Harah, according to sources, is like committing murder. And the person who hears it and doesn't respond hostilely and say, don't you say that, is committing murder. And so it's a very serious transgression. It's a value that we need to hold dear, to think about carefully, and to remember these words of Maimonides. Shalom.